something different this time. Hold on, let me get my sounds right. I'm on a more cool path right now. I got on everything's new. I'm trying everything different now. So if you feel like this is gonna be different, it probably is. If you're new, you probably think it is just normal, but it's definitely different. All right, y'all. Welcome back. I know y'all ain't seen me in a minute. My apologies for that. My apologies. You don't get to see my face every week. I do things. I do a lot of different stuff, but I'll make it up to you on that. Probably might do. What I want to do is make it. I probably might go back to back on episodes. But anyway, I'm gonna get back onto it. Okay, nothing me rambling. Ooh, it's been. I don't know. It's been a few weeks, right? Yeah, I think it's been a few weeks. It's been a few weeks since I saw y'all, man. I've been doing my thing. Like I said, I'm a busy guy. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard me say that a million times. I do a lot of stuff, okay? Okay, sometimes I'm not going to be doing it all the time. But when I do, I make sure that I always deliver. So, as I forget what I'm doing right now. Okay. All right, I'm forgetting myself. Yes, welcome back. Welcome. Hold on. Where my stuff at? Welcome back, man. Episode 1. I'm going to butcher this. Is it 111? Y'all got to correct me. I'll be forgetting these episodes. But episode 111, man. Let me turn this out to make sure y'all hear my voice. Make sure y'all hear me real quick. Okay. A lot of stuff been happening. Like I said, I've been doing my studies. A lot of crazy events. I have breaking news. I got to announce. Let me turn it down. So, still going to let this rock. Let this play a bit. Okay. I hate to say this. I don't know what's going on, guys, but apparently, black men, it's y'all's fault. I don't know what we did, but it's apparently our fault. We're to blame for something. I don't know. We let the orange guy in again, but it's apparently our fault. I don't know. You know, we didn't let a black woman, supposedly black, get in office. It's apparently our fault. I don't know what we did, but it's apparently our fault. We got to take the blame, you know. We're just always taking the blame for stuff. I don't know why. I don't know what we did. Did we do something? Like, who do I need to apologize? Do I need to bring up do a million man march and do we have to knock on every black woman's door and just be like, yeah, we're sorry that we didn't vote for Kamala? I think I need to do that. I need to put a poll in. Let me know if I should do a poll. I should probably do something like that. Yeah, get everybody going. But no, all jokes aside, yeah, orange guy's back. My true opinion, I wasn't really shocked nor it's kind of I don't know. It's almost comical now. You know, watching this. I always see political debates and all that. It's just scripted sports. Speaking of scripted sports, Mike, more like Copper Michael went down. The YouTuber had to show him something. Old Jake Paul had to supposedly give him a run for his money. He literally ran for his money. He took 20 left, but gave him a run for his money. And now everybody is trying to be in talks of, is Mike was legacy tarnished? Because, I mean, for those that are tricky, he did have that SA case back in the day. He did have that. That was already a red flag. Let's see. He bit Evander's ear off, so that was another one. That was another big one. He tatted his face, which should have been like 1,000 lashes just off alone. I'm like, you batshit crazy when you just tat your face and have no explanation for why you did it. That's how you know someone's insane. Out of all places to tat your face is your face. Tat your face is your face. Or here. Only place to tat your body, but you chose this part to do it. I thought that as soon as he did that, I was like, yeah, something's up with that guy. But that's not the main topic of discussion. I'm just throwing all the stuff out I need to throw out. But I really want to like get into is like the reason why I mentioned all this is because from the Kamala thing to the Mike Tyson thing, and I'll even take it a little further. I remember being 11 years old, right? Seeing Obama, you know, when I was young. I mean, some people wouldn't agree, but you know, as a Black American, as I self-proclaimed that, seeing that, you know, in a way, it kind of was a way of, I'll say it was a good way of keeping us in an illusion for 8 years. The reason why I say keeping us in an illusion, because even though it was something great to see, just like most things, it never lasts. But I kind of knew, I mean, it was dope to see someone like that actually became president, even though some people won't say he was fully. But it was at the same time, now that I'm older, and then I, you know, just watching him from, because Obama was basically president during like my early schooling to when I really finished high school. So I kind of watched him go through his whole run. And I realized from when I was 11 to 19, I realized that nothing really changed. But at the same token, I didn't really care because it's not like no one before him ever did anything significant. But I don't, and don't get me wrong, I'm not like a big fan of Obama. I'm not like trying to make a whole, I know a lot of people be thinking like I'm a Trump supporter or something on here. I know I got some bots watching, it's all good. But I know a lot of people think I support Trump for some odd reason. I don't know where that came about. But it's obvious, y'all can see how I look, that, you know, people that can relate to how, you know, this from how I'm treated, from just people of a certain dominant society. I don't have to say them, but y'all get it. So I understand the struggle. I know the history. Y'all don't got to come my neck. Like, y'all don't know. Don't try to Deontay Wilder me. Do your Googles. Like, I don't do that. Like, I know. But I noticed that even regardless what he didn't, what I wish he would have done in office, I knew that he wasn't going to fix everybody's problems. I think that's most people's problem. Most people's problem, they expect certain people in a certain position to fix everybody's problems, but especially us folk. Not only do we have to fix everybody's problems, but we got to make sure it's flawless at the same time. Like, I think when Obama was even starting to run for office, people don't really remember. People was talking a lot of crap about him. They they said, like, now that I'm thinking about it, they were saying stuff like he wasn't really a real U.S. citizen. They tried to say he was a terrorist. They tried to say Obama was a Muslim. They were just making up a whole bunch of shit. And when I was like looking, I'm like, really? Like, I'm really stupid. I really can't stand seeing someone off. But then I was like, no, don't think of color. Don't think of like this. But it's really weird. And this is how I know. He was like, okay, unfortunately, in the States, some people still think race as the main thing. They see race as a big, like, as the main focus in everything in society. People still think of, even though y'all know I did, you know, the whole classes versus racism thing, which also surpasses that. But that's how I knew it was still kind of thing, because with Kamala, it wasn't the same thing. Last time I checked, I don't remember nobody saying that she had a terrorist, whatever. I don't remember nobody saying that. I don't remember nobody saying that she grew up a certain way. To be honest, they gave her, before she even became president, they gave her the damn red carpet out the gate. She chuckled her way. chuckled her way through the red carpet. Can't stand her goddamn left. But it was so yeah. Cause and then I really thought it was curious because okay, she's like Obama. They are technically mixed, where one parent is not black. No, the mom's used. I think Obama's mom was white. Whatever. Was she from the States? I think. Yeah, I think she's from the States. Then Kamala's mom is, of course, Indian, whether she wanted to admit it or not. Then, for some odd reason, they both somehow, they might be cousins. I don't know where. I think Kamala's dad was like from some country in Kenya. I know Obama's dad was from Kenya, but not to be long-winded. So you got that. The fact that they actually had good backgrounds educationally in political, she was a prosecutor. He was, working in politics beforehand. All that. They actually worked their way up, paid their dues. But I noticed that a lot of people was giving Obama the short end of the stick. But no matter what Kamala did, it's like, she's trying. Give her a pass. And I'm not trying to make this a gender thing. I don't want to paint a narrative like that. But come on, everybody has eyes. Everybody knew how Obama was being treated. He was getting shot at, not literally, hope not, but he was getting shot at left, right, diagonal, whatever. And every little thing Kamala did, they're like, well, y'all just don't like black women. You're like, okay. It's like, always had to make that true. But I say this to say this. From seeing Tyson, seeing a lot of, even the whole Diddy thing, even though I don't really care for him like that, I noticed that, especially us as black men, we really get shitted on for no reason. And the question, and I'd like to ask, like, does society hate us? Do they not like us? Because I'll tell you my experience growing up, right? I guess you can call it middle class, right? I know it's just based on my peers going to different types of schools, being with different. I think the good thing is that I didn't just go to school with a certain group of people, is that I'm able to like see different people's backgrounds and all that. The pro is I know how certain groups maneuver, how they act, how they interact with one another. But then there's always a catch-22. The con is you never really know. This is how you know, like, it's bad for like certain people in like some black communities that only stick to their own, because they never know who they let into this make-believe cookout. I still need to go to this cookout that I'm hearing about. I've been black 27 years. I ain't been invited, but I need to know about it. They keep inviting these people that may know a rap song, or may dress like them, or may get their hair cut like them, or may know some movie quotes. Not knowing that, not saying all. I know, oh, I just like it because it's just the culture. Yeah, but I'm just saying, from what my experience, just because they like the music and like that, don't mean they like the people that make it. I've seen them with my own eyes. But that's not even the bad part. The bad part is they prefer, I think they prefer the stereotype black man. I'm thinking, and I know this is weird. You notice how society can't stand, I guess, if you want to compare stereotypes like black male stereotype, they can't stand that, but they'll pacify the black woman stereotype. Like, if a black dude's a thug, this and that and the third, it's scary. But a black woman's overly sexual and provocative. Oh, she's just being herself. She's being true to herself. Not knowing that's also a mockery. But it's a weird pattern. I just realized that. It's like, no matter, then it gets better. Because you have black women, that what they always say, most educated, getting degrees. I applaud that. I have no problem with that. Single mom getting a degree, finishing school. It's great. It's awesome. It's an amazing story. Like dude go to college. Oh, he sold out. Oh, he trying to be like them white. It's like, and you know what I noticed too? This is random too. I don't think, you know that song, like, I want to say universally, but I'll just do our people, black people just in general. We don't like hearing good news. I'll make an example. Mm. You know how you talk to a phone with a relative or something, and you notice how it could be just something bad. It could be somebody you never even talked about. Like, it could be an ex you ain't heard from in 10 years. Like, you don't even care about, but then you just talking around and like, hey, I heard such and such was passing by. And it's like, oh yeah, cool. No, I mean, he's really coming by that. It's like, they keep telling you that. I'm like, I'm thinking like, it's like they want you to like to interact. It's like they keep on asking, like, well, I want him to come. I know he was gonna come by. I know y'all don't talk to each other, but like, I know y'all ain't been around. But in case he pops up, I'm like, okay, okay. And then the certain person when they want to hear, it's like, oh, really? Where's he at? Like, where's this person at? Then when you get good news, it's like, oh man, I got this certificate. I got this HVAC thing. I'm gonna be a plumber. I'm gonna be an electrician. You should have got that a year ago. It took you long enough. It took you a long time to do it. I'm like, it's like we can't. I don't know. We're always just. I think as a whole, we're always one foot forward, but then every little inconvenience, we're always going like way back, like 3 steps back, all the time. Because I always say this too, like being a black man, especially in America, it's almost like you could be Jesus and still get shitted on. Like if you don't have hood attributes, but you don't have like a PhD intellect, you pretty much shit. Or you get like dogged on or something. It's like weird. It's like you get like the short end of the stick if you don't act. Or even worse. Because there's another thing in our community where there's only one type of masculinity for men. You know, the thuggish, rugged, you know, sagging pants. They call them the YNs for those that are listening. Those type of people. For some reason, that's considered the masculine archetype. But if you're the opposite, actually want to do, you tell someone in the black community you don't rap or you don't play ball or do something criminal wise, they're gonna look at you stupid. Like, what do you mean you don't scam? What do you mean you don't like basketball? What do you mean you don't just listen? You don't wear Jordans? You don't do this? It's like we're our own worst enemy. But as far as like the election go, I think that just put a nail in the coffin that we could do nothing and still get blamed. Because when that whole thing went by, I'm just in the house. I'm just like, I'm seeing all these pages like black men did this. I'm like, what did we do? It's like we did nothing to this lady, but somehow everybody just coming at us for no reason. And then as far as the Tyson thing, man, I mean, but that's always been a thing though. There's always been a thing, especially for, I say, athletes. 'Cause I notice this happens to athletes, but it could happen to some celebrities as well. You know what? I'm just say all around athletes, regular actors, entertainers, that they always try to put us in a box of being aggressive, animalistic, abusers of women, and just dope fiends. It's like a mixture of that. It's like, you know, I'm not starting. It's like, do y'all all have the same script? Because why every entertainer actor gotta be beating the shit out of somebody? Not saying that it don't happen. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Ray. I still laugh at that, Ray. That's terrible. Don't laugh at abuse. It's not funny. But Ray Price, when he tried it, that was stupid. But that, then you have the Adrian Peterson situation, which is Like I said, it's not my business, but yeah, that was kind of wild. And of course, everybody knows the Tyson, the Kobe. I don't know. It's just a Chris Brown. It's a repetitive pattern. It's like, do we enjoy, especially with us, do we enjoy tarnishing our legacy? Like that Tyson stuff was sad, but I can't feel any bad about it because, I mean, in a way, Mike Tyson kind of been, what would cuss them out? Or would he been like 15, 16? So in a way, he kind of been in there. In a way, you can. I don't want to say he was a plant, but in a way, he kind of was. Like now that I'm noticing, I don't know. I'm gonna get flack for saying this, but if you think about it, Mike Tyson, boxing wise, it was just. I don't want to say it was other vices, probably some mental vices, mental lapses that probably made him act the way he acted, but how the bell just rings and then he just goes into a rampage and then like someone like a Ali and a Floyd, they're real. I know they were real calculated fighters. Mike Tyson wasn't necessarily a calculated fighter. It was almost like if they didn't ring the bell long enough, they probably would have had a murder on their hands on live TV. So I'm not trying to say no stuff, but I don't know. Maybe some other stuff was going on with that. But anyway, yeah, it's like he wasn't a like a technician or something. He was just going in there just rambling and hitting. Like he didn't really have the best stamina. That's why his rounds was always so quick. Now I'm gonna get tarnished on. Next thing I'm gonna say Denzel Washington was overrated. All right, next part. let's end this off with some final thoughts. Hold on, let me go here. Let's go. My transitions are trash. Okay, I need a damn new soundboard. Give me 1 second. But yeah, final thoughts. And I don't want this to come off as misogynistic or all this stuff. I don't want to do that, but and I'm back on, us as a black community, but why is the bar set so high for us as opposed to our female counterparts? And when I say that, I don't mean to say it as like, we're competing with women because I don't want to do that. I think we work better together than against one another. But I will say that as far as when it comes to us as men, and it's subjective. It's not subjective anyway because I know for a fact there's some men that don't really, they didn't have the tutelage, so they think that they're not supposed to step up, or they think that, some of them think that they're supposed to depend on a woman. Not all men are leaders. It's understandable. Not all men are meant to be that bravado, stick the chest out. Some may. I know people don't like to say it. Some men could be good just being, house husbands in a sense. Sometimes they maybe have a more caring, nurturing side. Maybe that's their strong suit. And that's the problem. Not every man acts like a Conan the Barbarian type. And that's the case, we all be dead in a way. But I mean, just as far as, especially how the media puts it together. I mean, it's already bad that they're already trying to make men and women go against one another. You got everybody competing against one another and all that. But of course, with us, it's just, I think this is just my analogy too. It's the baby boy analogy. I see a lot of our, even like a little older than me, but like still in that millennial, like young millennial, kind of like old to middle Gen Z-ish range. And kind of our parents too. Like they like the toxic love. Like anything that's peace and tranquil is bothersome in a way. So it's almost like, how do I say this without sounding crazy? It's almost like they intentionally try to stir up drama and chaos for their entertainment and amusement in a way. And I believe that with everything going on, I think even the whole men woman beefing is even entertainment. Like I think they try, like even with commercials, like they try to like cause race wars. Like it's like every commercial you see an interracial couple, and it be. I'm trying to think. What does it usually be? Is it like black men, some Hispanic or white, whatever? It's always like that all the time. But people don't know 85%. We marry one another, but if you don't do your research, you watching the TV thinking that that's real. So there's a lot of like I don't even think there's even really wars anymore. I think everything is just mental, and now it's I say digital. The way everything's going, a lot of warfare is digital. They want us to think that you know that we're just products of slavery, which is a dead argument. They want us to think that we're still 3/5 of a person, that we're not really humans, even though it's obviously proof that we were here already. Not trying to make this a bragging thing, but it's true. We're all just unique people. All this stupid race war stuff is just annoying. It's like they always try to, even with the Tyson fight, it was essentially like a race war. People don't know it might have been a race war, but it kind of is. You're weaponizing old black guy, young white guy, whatever. It's like clear as day. Then people want to say Kamala's, this outstanding representation of a black woman. She don't even have black kids. Damn, that sounded terrible. She don't have black kids, and the kid's not hers. That's her husband's. But she's the representation of what a black woman is. Does she even know what a hot comb is? I don't even think she knows what that is. Does she know the smell on a Sunday morning when a hot comb touches hair? Does she know? Let me stop. But anyway, yeah, that's my two cents. What y'all think? Y'all think we just, the the target of American society? Every single race just doesn't like us. Good, bad, ugly. I ain't gonna lie. People still trying to figure me out. Oh, he looks like he this, he that. Oh, he doing. When people say, "Oh, you doing that little." I hate when people say that little stuff. But yeah, man. Yeah, I know y'all probably gonna say, "Oh, I know y'all probably. I should have said this in the beginning, but yeah, just trying new stuff out. Year's almost over. I feel like we're still in like January or something. But yeah, year's almost over. Had to switch it up. You hear turn this up. Hear the music. I hear the music playing. All that. Got a new cut by the way. Which shut off. I don't know. I might try to do something different to it. I think I just tried the braids out because I just want to see what it was like if I had it. Then once I did, I was just like, yeah, whatever. But might throw it again. Might do another braid style. But yeah, man. But let me know what y'all think. Y'all think society hates us as a whole? Let me know. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. No, I've been a minute. I'm about to bring y'all more content, more stuff. Got other projects going on, so I'm gonna try to stay active as I possibly can. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. X, whatever, Twitter. I still call that Twitter. Spotify. They changed Spotify for the Anchor stuff. They changed that again. They keep changing that crap. It's annoying. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.